Welcome to New York. Feeling a little overdressed here. I can explain. My dad is Scottish. Hang on, Alright. Ryan Mackay.
Yeah, my dad's actually incredibly Scottish. And when someone is that incredibly Scottish, it's not easy being their American son.
So it's always been Thanksgivings, every year with my nanny and grandpa Curtis in Kansas, and then my summers and every second Christmas with granny and granddad Mackay. Aye. Ailey McLean. The thing is, right, Scotland's tiny. I mean, there's what, like 5 million people in the entire country? Which is about the size of Manhattan if you got rid of the tourists. And about a quarter of those 5 million people are pirates. No, adventurers, you're like my dad. They just get on a boat or a plane and anywhere. Everywhere. And the rest of them, well, the rest of them are mermaids.
Cameron! What? Baddies. Right, okay, I'll protect the castle, and you go save the princess.
Well, this is one of my favorites.
There was an island in the middle of a cold, cold sea. And the Selkie and her people lived there. Well, no on the island. Like, no in a house. But in the water. And the waves.
Ailey and I, we grew up together. Story goes that before I moved to America, I proposed to her. Aye. With, one of these. Now there ain't a thing a body needs to tell me that couldn't be written down and handed to the mailman. Well, shoot. No wonder everybody got big drawers in a knot when you plumb got 3-4 folk running up your electricity bill every month. And with what? Gossip. It is impossible to find the energy to continue going every day 20 rounds with the lassie that you love. I do want to be with you. Good. I want to be with you too. I just wish we could live in the same place. Move to New York. It's a big move. It's not that bad. I can't. You can. You don't understand. I already did this. I'm still doing this. I completely understand not wanting to split your life between 2 countries. I mean, it just piles on the pressures on your relationships. It messes with your sense of who you are, what you are. I get that. I mean, it's exhausting. So I phoned my granddad, the one in Scotland. He knows about all this with Ailey. Everybody knows about this. So I break up with her. And I write it in an email. Because what kind of arse dumps his girlfriend by text, right? I've been doing a lot of thinking. I thought it may be for the best if you had the chance to find someone that can be around more for you. And maybe I need to do the same thing. If you ever change your mind about New York, well, who knows? I like that you can go out in New York and just lose yourself. I like how full of lost souls it is, and how it always welcomes one more. Whether you're upset, if you're angry, if you're dying,
inside, if you just need to forget who you are and what you've done and what you've not done, you just go somewhere off your usual map. You know, you just follow the noise of the lonely people. Everybody's just looking for anesthetic, right? Well, I found mine in a girl called Jenny. But whether she was using me or I was using her, well, at least we both had a fellow traveler for a few hours. And then, when you wake, there's a blessed moment. You don't remember why you should be sad.
Cameron? Shit. Cameron, are you there? I'm in New York. I'm at the big clock at Central Station. I don't know anywhere else obvious to meet you. Get yourself here as soon as you get this, alright? My phone's nearly out of battery.
I've never gotten dressed out so fast in my life. I mean, phone, wallet, keys, I run to the subway. This has got to be good, right? I mean, like, nobody comes thousands of miles just to kick your ass. Like, it's got to be good. The train is rammed.
There she is, talking loud and waving her arms and... Wow! But I forget how alive that woman is, how beautiful and alive, and how... Scottish. Wow, how incredibly Scottish she is. I mean, her accent is just cutting across the voice of that cop.
Oh, Ailey. Ailey. 13 hours of flying from Scotland to America, all by yourself.
They won't let me speak to her. They found her beating up on a homeless guy who was just trying to help her up. And then she called one of the officers a donut poaching Yank minger, and that's it. They're taking her in. I'm sure you're very happy to have this young lady here after all this time. She's told them everything. Of course she has. Yes, ma'am, yes, I am. And you're gonna take very good care of her while she's in our city, aren't you? Like, she grew up in a village of 50 families, right? Like, she has no idea how to pretend that someone else's problems have nothing to do with her. And she wouldn't thank you for trying to teach her. I love this woman.
The Selkie woke with her bonny, long new legs stretched out in a bed.
I'm walking with the woman that I love through the streets of Manhattan, introducing her to them as we go because I'd really like them to become good friends. She turns to me and she says, "Shut your eyes. Go on. Shut them. Miles of sea, green and clear, the horizon like a dark blue line. That's a dream too. That's some place you can breathe in and out. Will you marry me?" And the Selkie had a fine son and a clever daughter to the fisherman. And she loved him. And she never once told him that every night while he slept, she would walk to the shore, take off her clothes,
step into the water and beg the sea to take her back.
And we're getting ready for bed, and she goes into the bathroom, and she comes back out. Holding this. And she says, "Tell me."
Sweetheart, hey, it was a mistake. But like, it was a one-time thing. It was, I mean, please don't. But she's up there, oh, like a rocket. Do I know what her parents think about how I've jerked her around all these years? Do I know how much her flights cost? How she's probably lost her job for coming over here, and how dumb she was to trust me. Stupid! And she says, when? When was this? I don't want to say last night. Is it better if I say last week? You just what? What, you just use that lassie? Oh, nice, Cameron. Yeah, nice. Hey, maybe she used me. Huh? Maybe I was happy to be used. Well, maybe I figured I better get used to being alone and I wasn't quite ready. I can't believe you slept with someone else. I wish I could just rub all this out. That we could be 8 years old again and live on the same street. And none of this mess had happened. You know, I really wish that we hadn't ignored reality for so long. We turned each other into a fairy tale all this time. Take her to the window. And we look out at the people passing by on the street. And we play Pirates and Mermaids, which is a sweet game where you have a guess at what people wanted to be when they grow up.
It used to sound like this.
That question we want, maybe the right to understand. That question we want, Spider-Man. Policeman. Okay, that question will be Incredible Hulk. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk.
An explorer. And a ballerina. He had not loved her enough to take the chance that she might choose something else over him. And someday she knew what she might have done, given the choice. And she did not know what she should do.